Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Today we have the Monday Night Wars Ultimate Edition Stone Cold Steve Austin, and boy am I excited to have this holy grail item here in my household. I say it like that because God forbid I can order this online through Walmart, find it in stores, and any of the 2 to maybe 3 Walmarts within my general area. Just not having a very fun time finding this. I actually had to order this on Mary Cart. I ordered it loose, hence why there is no packaging at all. Same thing with the TMNT Cody Rhodes that I have up on the channel right now. If you guys are interested, maybe go check that review out. After you're done with this one, of course, I don't want you to just stop watching this and then maybe you forget. Maybe you'll forget about the Cody review too. I don't know. Who cares? But with everything being already loose and out of the plastic prison, we can get straight into these accessories now. First things first, of course, he has 3 sets of hands, a set of mic holding / weapon holding hands preset on the figure. We have a set of pointer fingers and a set of choke slammy hands to hold his next big accessory. All these nice silver beer cans or soda cans. We all know when they're attached to someone like Stone Cold, let alone maybe even the Sandman, those are beer cans. Now, of course, we've got these little handcuff accessories. They're not as long as the older Mattel handcuff accessories. I want to say we may have first seen these with the Dominic Mysterio Ultimate Edition, but I don't know, as I don't have that, so I digress. Next thing we can go over is the fact that he does have 3 different interchangeable heads. First things first, we've got this standard menacing head scan with his mouth open a little bit. Could be cutting a promo, could be sipping a little bit of beer, maybe he's just talking to himself. I don't know. I do like this head scan. I wish the mouth was closed though, but it is still a fairly decent head scan nonetheless. Then we have what is probably my favorite head scan here, which is the smirking, laughing head scan. Maybe he's telling you to piss off or something of that nature. I don't know, but the likeness here is really, really good. I just love the way this head scan looks. And of course, we'll just take a quick gander at the one that's on the figure right now, as this is kind of like that last head scan, but just him smirking like he knows he's about to cause some hell and, well, maybe make your day a living hell. You never know when it comes to the Texas Rattlesnake. But of course, speaking of Stone Cold, for the first time ever, we see cloth jorts here, as they do feel quite nice in hand. The belt is a leather material, no belt buckle sculpt, but having the silver belt buckle there is nice nonetheless. It velcros from the back for those of you who were interested to know how this shirt works, or how these shorts work. Speaking of his shirt though, we do have this nice Austin shirt that would have had the middle finger up here, but of course for children's toys reasons we cannot have any profanity, which, I mean, understandable. You got "bad to the bones" written on the back with the rattlesnake. I want to say that's literally just the skull as well. I don't think there's any skin or scale attached to that snake, kind of like the one on the front here. But I digress. Let's get into this Stone Cold, as of course there is not a bunch to talk about when it comes to the attire itself. You just got your standard black boots, black knee pads, black new sculpted knee brace, which we will get into here in a moment, black tights, and black wrist tape. So, where's the appeal really coming in when it comes to this Stone Cold is the brand new formula this bad boy is on, with the thicker arms, the bigger shoulders, the much better torso sculpt than the first ever Ultimate Stone Cold. And well, this new knee brace, which I did mention, which looks way more accurate to the Stone Cold knee brace you would see on TV. Wish he came with two, but worst case, maybe I'll just buy a second knee brace off on like eBay or something like that, or maybe I'll just throw a second one of the other ones up on there, even though it won't look like the other one. Oh well. I do want a double knee braced Austin look. But of course, the one thing you guys may be wondering is how does this bad boy pose, which so far, really damn good. Got a really nice back bend and ab crunch there for an Ultimate Edition. I think the ab crunch is fairly nice. You've got some nice drop down hips here that allow the leg to articulate fairly well. The knee isn't too terribly stiff either. As you can see, I bent that knee with no problem. I am fairly curious to bend this one, as I haven't really tested the one out with the new knee brace on it yet, and that one also bends pretty phenomenally. So it seems like a lot of the quality control issues that we have been seeing at least are not affecting the Ultimate Editions. But yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot to go over here, so maybe we can get them all dressed up for a final pose and just kind of talk about this good old Stone Cold Steve Austin now, shall we? Well, alrighty you guys, as you can tell, I've got Stone Cold all dressed up in his shorts here with the tank top, giving the final boss rock, the Stone Cold Stunner. And well, honestly, I am fairly happy when it comes to this Stone Cold. Of course, I do have a few little gripes, and I will get into that, aka it's literally just mainly one gripe, but it's kind of a fairly big issue in my opinion, at least when it comes to the shorts. But all the way around, this figure is a fairly nice one. I love all the accessories. I love the way the figure feels in hand. And honestly, there's not a whole lot I could complain about. But when it comes to the shorts themselves are a little hard to know if they're actually fully velcroed on or not, at least in my opinion, just because it doesn't look like the belt area wants to stick together, so it kind of pops off a bit. I don't know, maybe it's just mine, but still all the way around quite a nice figure. And well, I don't have a bunch to say, other than the fact that this could easily be the best Ultimate Edition in modern day, like the modern run of 2025. May not be the best Ultimate Edition of all time, but it is definitely up there, if not the best that we currently have. And well, with all that being said, what would I rank this Stone Cold Steve Austin? Honestly, I think on a scale from 1 to 10, this Austin still deserves the good old 9 out of 10. Despite the little bit of issues with the shorts, everything feels pretty smooth in hand, and I can't really complain. From toe articulation all the way up to the butterfly joints, this Stone Cold rocks pretty smooth, and well, he looks pretty damn good too, so that 9 out of 10 is very well deserved. But what would I rank him on the Dave Meltzer star rating, the scale of 1 to 5 stars? I gave them a 9 out of 10. I think a 4 out of 5 stars works just as well in that department then. And I guess with all that being said, I don't really have all that much left to say. And I'm kind of rushing through this a little bit because I want to go watch Dynamite, of course. As you guys may know, once you guys get to see this, it is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. If you guys like AEW, you guys watch it. I'm sure if not, womp womp, I guess. I do still like AEW. I just can't be bothered to watch everything they produce. Like, I'm not out here watching ROH all the time. I'm not out here watching Collision all the time, though. I've been seeing a lot of Collision clips, and I may have to start tuning in to Collision every now and again just to see what be happening over there, because honestly, I kind of figured Collision would have gotten canceled and would have been dead by now, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, with all that being said, like I just said, I don't have a whole lot left to say. So if you guys would like to, feel free to like the video if you guys would like to, after all, it is free and it helps the channel out, oh yes indeed. But along with that, maybe feel free to go check out some of my other content. As you guys can see, we have plenty of things going on. Uploaded 2 videos today alone, let alone the fact that this one will probably go up before Dynamite even ends. So you guys have all that reviewing shit going on. You've got the pick-fed content here as we started the 3rd night to our United Kingdom tour. And while we just have plenty of content to go around here, including unboxings and plenty of other stuff like that, including another one that I do kind of love to mention, especially as of realizing it if I can find it, because we did a little Mattel modern day leg fix up thing here where we showed you how to fix modern day Mattel legs. Already at 1.5K views, might be one of my more popular videos in fact. So feel free to go check out any of the videos I have here on the YouTube channel. Of course, it all helps at the end of the day if you do. But speaking of that, if you guys could, just one last little thing. If you guys could feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free to subscribe. We are currently sitting at 384 subscribers on the goal and road to 400, so we can eventually get to the 500,000 marker. Still can't believe we are almost there. All it's gonna take is what, 26 now? More subs and we'll be at 400. So share this with your dog, your cat, your brother, your sister, your mother, your your father, whoever you have to share this with to get me that sub. Feel free to do so. Of course, only share it if they watch wrestling figure content. I'm not saying you gotta bombard their shit with wrestling figure stuff and be like, subscribe. Anywho, though, with all that being said, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I'm not in your time zone. I just know if you guys, could, please subscribe. I'm not going to play in the arms of the angels and beg you for some cold hard cash, but I may beg you for that sub. Is that too much to ask? Anywho, for real though, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, and whatever the case may be. I don't know, I'm not in your time zone, but we are signing off. So, deuces, ooses, yay.